This is Batman Arkham Asylum edition. We tried Arkham Origins. It did not behave itself. The game apparently has strong dislike about being streamed, on our setup at least.
Likes to hide like a bat in the shadows.
So we're playing Batman Arkham Asylum because well, quite frankly, it's better. We'll go on normal difficulty. I've beaten the game on hard before. I can do it, but I'd rather not go, insane trying to beat Poison Ivy on hard. Because the real trick of this game is Poison Ivy is the hardest boss, not the Joker.
All right, so out of 100, what are the odds that there is a mod for this game called Catman Arkham Asylum?
Probably like a 12, because I don't think they ever published mod tools for this game.
Oh, damn.
And I don't know that anyone would be dedicated enough to, build up a whole mod with such a stupid premise.
I don't know, man. If they put Macho Man Randy Savage as a mod for Skyrim.
Skyrim is its completely different animal. No mod was too stupid for Skyrim.
A cat man. Khajiit has.
Yeah, the Khajiit were a race in Skyrim.
They have wares if you have coin.
Yes, they do. And then they have hidden chests scattered throughout Skyrim.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How about that Elder Scrolls 6? How about we get some of that going on?
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. I don't know why they keep milking Skyrim so hard. Why not, do this for Morrowind? Like a game that people actually really liked. I guess people like Skyrim, but for many it was their first RPG, so they were just enchanted by the concept.
Yeah. I remember when, everyone on the internet fucking flipped their collective shit. They, reached into the collective internet of the toilet and flipped that shit hard when they saw the trailer for Skyrim.
I wasn't too enthralled by the trailer. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was, I had no intention of buying it. I was never, I had my Wii, so that was about where I was at. I wasn't going to be like, Skyrim.
Yeah, everyone was... Well, a lot of my friends who, didn't play RPGs were, talking up Skyrim, so eventually I got it, and I'm like, oh god, this is horribly streamlined.
Yeah, I know. You have a lot of experience with Western RPGs at that point.
Yep.
You had... Let's see. You had KOTOR. Did you have Dragon Age at that point?
Yes, I had played Dragon Age Origins at that point. I had played through Mass Effects 1 and 2, because Skyrim came out in 2011. I had played through Morrowind. I had played through Baldur's Gate, Jade Empire, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. Oh, no, not Fallout 4. New Vegas. Earlier in the year.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so it was easy to see that you knew a little bit more.
Yeah. Even from Oblivion to Skyrim, the amount of streamlining that went on.
Mm-hmm.
People typically don't enjoy the leveling system from Oblivion, but that's just because they were bad. The leveling system was fine, but if you weren't smart about how you allocated your stats, you would be underpowered at the higher levels. Which I thought was, just interesting, game design. And one of the issues I have with Skyrim is that, like, you can just do whatever you want at any point in time, and there's no like, point where sometimes you'd get to in RPGs where it's like, oh shit, I built my character completely wrong. Let me start again, and then you learn more about the game that way because you know what mechanics are worth investing in and what aren't.
Right. Yeah. Seems like a good way to do things. Oh, is this the part where the Joker fucks with the game in the fourth wall?
No, that's later, I think.
Okay.
And that might be during one of the Scarecrow sections.
Yeah, that's what it was, because it was fear gas, like messing with you.
I think they like kind of do a like little low key Sandy's Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
They like make you think that your game's wigging out, but it's just part of the show.
Yeah. Like what was it? Metal Gear Solid, where they had Psycho Mantis. It's like,
Yeah,
you like playing Zelda
on your PS1.
or whatever the hell the other games were like. Sly Fox, Cooper Coops.
Yeah. I see
And
you
you're
play
like,
a lot of Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I do.
oh my god.
And then you had to plug your controller into the socket too.
Yeah. And of course there was the fucking where you needed to get the code off the box. That was gimmick of the game.
Yeah.
So
That's
gimmicks.
Kojima for you. The visionary game director. All his stuff's so good. Cult of Kojima.
Yeah. Hey, Death Stranding. What is this game? Did you want to tell us? Should
Even
we
the
try
developers
and
don't know.
Yeah. Kojima doesn't know. He's just like, he just woke up one morning and he saw this. He's like, wait, who released this? And they're like, you did, Kojima. You did. And then the Twilight Zone guy comes out and it's like, submitted for your consideration.
Yeah, Rod
game
Sterling
developer.
comes out.
Yeah. He's like, a game developer who doesn't know the game he's made.
This is the scary door.
Plug your controller into the power outlet and turn on your toaster. Look into the iron and you'll find the scary door.
The scary door. It show's too good for its own good.
Yeah. Future. It's one of those. It's just classic. Like you can just turn it on anytime, and you're just gonna watch something great.
So long as Netflix doesn't rip it off.
Yeah. Oh. Like, I don't know. I kind of want. I'm trying to think about debating about maybe getting Hulu. I don't know. I'm still irked and jerked about when it was free, and then they're like, nah, it's not free anymore.
Well, my plan is, and I'll talk to Jake about this more, but my plan is to eventually make Saturn Studs accounts for Netflix and Hulu and, everything we need to do the show. And then we just all pay into it.
Yeah, I'd chip in for that. Word.
But we should probably wait till we're all gainfully employed before we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good plan. I like the whole spend money that I don't have.
Yeah.
On things I can't afford. That's always a great one.
I've got a car payment coming up, and I look at my bank account, I'm like, I cannot afford this car.
Man.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew when you busted out of here.
Only 3? Shoulda tried harder next time.
This is just so much better already. We got Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Game's not freezing all over the place. We only dropped 0.6% of our frames.
It's the light side of the force.
Yes.
It's
Honestly,
the upside.
if we don't go back, yeah, the upside of the Schwartz. If we don't go back to Origins, I won't cry about it because it just really doesn't fit into the game because the character designs are all different. Its entire plot is inconsequential. It's referenced like 2 times in
Yeah.
Arkham Knight, and that's it. This game looks really good for 2009, I think.
Well, that's nice. That's something that's always heartening to hear and heartening to see, is that these games, which like they spend a huge part of their budget on making these real nice skyboxes
Yeah.
and pretty graphics. It's good to see that they hold up a little bit and isn't just like, I don't know, rainbow chasing.
Yeah. And this is like a pre-rendered cutscene, which is lower quality than what we can render in the in-game engine because our graphics hardware is just far beyond what was available at the time.
Yeah.
I went to turn up the PhysX settings in the configuration for this game. And I turned it up to high, and it's like, warning, your graphics hardware doesn't meet the recommendations for it. You need a 880 GTS. And I'm like, this card is like 10 times as powerful as the 880 GTS.
It is the real physics. None of this stuff and things.
Yeah.
Ah. Sorry.
A lot of these guys have like stitches
surgically
all the way
removing
across their
Crap
skull.
from my keyboard. Not actual crap.
Yeah.
Not that kind of man. But random dirt.
You're Popeye the
Dust.
Sailor Man? Question mark, exclamation point.
Classic maintenance.
Engaging detective mode. So yeah, I was talking about this a little bit when we tried to do Arkham Origins, but people say that Shadow of Mordor is like code theft of Assassin's Creed 2, or at least the developer of Assassin's Creed 2 said that. But it's been a while since I played that game, so I can't really comment on that. However, I can say that it is very much like the Batman Arkham series. Right down to the Wraith mode being detective mode and all those similarities. Man, I can't... This is like... Yeah, this is real nice. Running forward into the wind. Throwing that Joker teeth. Running.
Yes.
Security breach in level B3. Warning, security breach in level B2. In level B8. Warning, security breach in level B.
That's an interesting hairstyle.
Warning, security breach.
Call that Barney. We call that Give Me the Barney. Purple dinosaur.
Hit me up there.
I got you, fam.
Puppet dinosaur. I saw a hairstyle today. I saw that Reddit post with the guy who had a face tattooed on the back of his head, and then he shaved his hair to make it look like the facial hair. And
You
that
know
hurt me
you
inside.
you're at an interesting point in your life when that's your situation.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike.
Yeah, when you start like shaving your head into patterns and not like cornrow patterns, I'm talking like images. Like you're some sort of, hairy printer
Yeah.
You're a very slow monitor with a limited color palette.
Yeah. The thing about it though is, I think the whole head tattoo is where his life kind of went off the rails.
Yeah. When you commit to just to tattooing heavily, more than I'll say 60% of any given body part, except for maybe your arms, because sleeves are okay, or more widely accepted.
Yeah.
I'd say you're straying. You're straying from the correct path.
And any amount of tattoo on your face is too much.
Yes. This is what makeup is for. Like you can put that stuff on and then take it off.
Yeah. And that, my friends, is the easiest boss in the history of video games.
You did it.
That's actually a lie. The easiest boss in the history of video games is in Ultimate Spider-Man. It's the Shocker. He goes down real easy and real quick.
Oh, not there's one in Yoshi's, where one of the Yoshi games that I think it was Yoshi's Story, where the boss like throws healing items at you if you're doing badly. Like it's just impossible to lose against it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
there are a lot of
except for-
those.
yeah. Oh, and there's also what was that from Gunstar Heroes? The bread? Crazy bread or whatever the fuck. It was that weird CG smile. that
Oh,
didn't
right,
do
yeah.
anything. It attacked maybe once out of like 100 times.
Yeah. I just remember, like, when we were at the ending stages of that game, and I found that glitch, and we just cheesed the hell out of that boss.
That helped. It helped a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we would have made it
Sucks.
without that.
Take what you get, unless you're like top boy with your Gunstar Heroes, and you run in with the fucking lightsaber on 7 Force, and at that point, it's not even a question of like skill and hardness. It's just like, how much time am I willing to dedicate to this one boss fight?
Yeah.
Because it didn't look that hard. It just he did maybe like 100 damage at a time over the course of like a half an hour, which I
Yeah.
don't want to spend half an hour on a boss.
I got some other things I want to do in my life.
I'm not playing an MMO.
Not yet, you aren't.
Nope.
I'm gonna get you on that DC life.
Oh, I'm not ready to get back into the addict space yet. Oh. Maple Story. Your Korean hijinks.
It's not that, but, like, honestly, in terms of, like, time investment to ability to advance in game, and I've been playing DC Universe off and on since, whenever Battle for Earth came out, which was the third DLC of what I think is now, like, 12. Like, it's easiest now, like, you can invest the least amount of time and get the most amount of return now from, like, any point that I've been playing. So it's really not that bad.
Okay.
And it helps when you have a friend to help you, through some of the content.
Yeah.
Someone who can
I just
carry you
remember from
through your...
Maple Story, like, after you get past like level 40, if you aren't like buying double XP every week on the regular, you're getting nowhere in terms of your levels. And the cap was 200.
Right. So DC Universe is interesting in that there's the level cap is 30. And as soon as you like complete your story arc, you should be at level 30. The trick is there's this metric called combat rating, which rates your equipment stats essentially, and that's kind of how you separate the level 30s from one another.
Uh-huh.
So it's really just farming for equipment, and you don't have to like grind out levels. And it's pretty decent now because